Now, you specialize in past life regression, and you were correcting me on that. So.
Yes, actually it's retrieval.
Okay.
In the Courageous Souls book, there were 4 different psychics. There was Glenna Dietrich, Deb DeBerry, my very good friend Stacy Wells, and myself. And my specialty in there was past life retrieval and analysis. And the difference between retrieval and regression, which is what Ann Fisher does, you all know about the Akashic Records. That's the place that all of our lives, past and future, are written. Well, someone who does past life regression, like Ann, takes you down in trance, hands you your library card, and you go up into the Akashic Records. Past life retrieval is, I've got the library card, I pick out the book your spirit guides want you to read, and I bring it down and go, here, read this. This is what you need to know. Okay? Because regression, it must be done by a certified hypnotherapist. Ann's been doing it for years. That's fine. But just to go and see a Madame Hoo-Ha who says, yes, I can do this, and sit, check their credentials. Because when you're going down into trance, when you are regressed, you need someone who knows how to handle that, especially if you come up on a life where you were in a gas chamber in Auschwitz. If that's very scary and they don't know how to handle it, bring you out of it, bring you back, you're going to have a little bit of trauma. If I'm just sitting here telling you about it, it's much easier because you can listen, you can be objective. See the difference?
So when you do past life regression, do you ever go under hypnosis, or is this strictly just one-on-one
The way I
reading?
do it, and I've been doing it for so long that it is kind of like opening a door. Generally, I'll sit with someone and I'll have them give me their full name. First, middle, and last. If you're married, stick the maiden name is there. That gets me into your energies. Then I just start telling you the past life. Normally I can take about a full 10 minutes because I see the nuance and the names and the conversations. We don't have time to do quite that today, so I'll just give you a taste. But things like, I was in London, Ontario this past weekend doing a psychic expo. Woman sat down, asked me for a past life. All of a sudden, remember the old strongman pictures with the leopard skin and the mustache like this? Well, that's the first thing I saw, and I started unraveling her life in 1890s Paris, where she was this type of strongman with a competitor of the Folies Bergère, the people of the can-can ladies, okay? And I always tell this with my eyes closed so I can see the picture better. And then I open my eyes and ask my usual question, do you understand or do you have questions? And she's grinning. And she said, you didn't see me grinning from the first moment you opened your mouth. I've had this dream time and time again. So there you are. Can I always do that? God, I wish I could. I'd be Sylvia Brown, you know? But I do that often enough. I picked up one woman's life. She was a sergeant, Normandy, saving her platoon, and there was this one snotty little private that kept getting in her way, but she felt ridiculously attached to, and he and she were the only, except she was a he, were the only ones out of, that got off the beach. As soon as they were off and running, that's when she got killed. But the little private got home safe. So I opened my eyes, tears are running down her face. She said, I always knew I died in World War II. I didn't know where. And now I understand why my little boy always calls me Sarge. We never figured out where he got that. That's why past lives can be amazing. But you don't want to get so stuck in the past life that you don't answer your challenges here. That's what a past life should be, to help you understand what's going on now. But don't get lost in the, I was a pilot in World War I and I flew with a Red Baron, and you'd much rather be there than here. This is where you are now.
So you should use it to help you, because can it be negative and have that effect on you?
On me or on the client?
On the client. Or on you.
If they really want to hear that they had to have been Anne Boleyn because they can't wear anything tight around their neck, yeah, they're going to be disappointed. I rarely get famous people. That's kind of the agreement I have with my guides and yours, because you'll get so stuck on being John Adams that you won't listen to what the life is about. If it was just an ordinary person, then you can get it. Then you take the life for what it was, and you take the lessons and use them now.
Now, I'll ask you what I asked Ann. Do we all have these abilities? Can I be a psychic too?
Remember the old, if you can read this, you can have a good job? I cannot stress more to you, my friends. I'm not special. Anybody can do what I do. Anybody can do what Ann does, Sylvia Brown, John Holland, all of us. We're all wired like the same Sears tract house. We all have the same wiring. It's our circuit breaker. All right? People like me, it's off. So that means that the power and the information can flow through. People who think we do things and it's the devil's work, or they're really against it, or they're absolute skeptics, theirs is unlocked and rusted shut. People who think there's nothing to this, but they're always out of the house an hour before the mother-in-law comes over, they've got a short in the system. They think they're not getting anything, but they are. So yes, if you wanted to do this, absolutely, but we will all have different specialties. All right, I just found that this one was mine. It's the one I enjoy most.
And you really seem like you enjoy doing this. I mean, you've
being
been
a psychic medium, especially today when so many people need it, it is a privilege and it is an honor. I mean, I'm here in service. That's why I do this. If I just wanted to have an easy job and make a bunch of money, I've done other things. I've been an actress, I've been an author, I've been an inspirational speaker, I've been an executive recruiter for engineering. But this is where my heart is, and this is where I know I can touch this life and this one and make a difference, and they leave me empowered. That's the other thing about a psychic. They should never tell you that you're cursed, that you have bad luck, or that somebody, most likely them, has to get you out of it. Remember.
because there are a lot of scams out there, I would imagine.
Those are the ones that I call the Madam Hoo-Ha's and the Swami Swalandas.
Right. I had a friend who went to somebody and they wanted to sell her like some soap to cleanse herself for like $300 or something like that.
All right.
That's no good.
No. That's things like, you have a family curse. How many in your family? 4? You have dog? $50 every family member, $25 for a dog. He's small. And
I think she does that well, right? She could do that. No.
so that's what you want to watch out for. The very best psychics will say, here are your opportunities, here's how to grab them. Here's the tough stuff, here's how to get through it or around it. Here is your toolbox, go rock and roll. It should always leave you empowered, not scared, not grief-stricken, not I can't fix my life, because yes, you can.